I'm about to live out my worst fear in Disney World.
We are headed to 50's Primetime Cafe to try all of Mama's cooking.
Plus all the guilt of me not eating my vegetables.
You don't?
Nope.
So here we are in the resident vintage dining location here in Hollywood Studios to tell you if you're spending your time and your money in the past is actually worth it.
Within 4 seconds of being here, we've already been given some rules.
And also he's in trouble.
And I've already broken 2 of them. First rule was elbows off the table. This is acceptable. This will get you in trouble. Then they also said once, which is going to be hard.
That's going to be really bad because we have to photograph and video everything we do. As you guys are well aware, we have to put the toys away.
Once the food comes out, toys go away. Yeah. And then we also prepare to eat our vegetables. Emma, you have to set the table. She can't do it all by herself. Okay. Quickly set it.
All right, so I will say this. We have lovely reporters here with us today that work with us on the blog, and so there's more of us than normal.
She can't do it all by herself.
I am by myself.
No. Our waitress can't do it all by herself.
I'm just nervous my cousin's gonna yell at me.
So inside of Primetime Cafe, it is 1,000% exactly what it says. It is prime time. You've been taken back through time to the 50s of like doo-wops and poodle skirts and black and white TV. Each room is basically a different living room, which is very, very cool. You've got this black and white TV showing old TV shows that would have been happening throughout that time. I love these corner tables where you got all these pictures on the wall. It really feels like you're at your family's kitchen table, which is a lot of fun. Now they do serve a classic American comfort food. And you're supposed to feel like you're at a good old-fashioned family gathering, taking you back to a bygone era. All of it is themed to a mom's kitchen. This is the garden room. I'm obsessed with this. Obviously, it's much brighter in here. Got some floral stuff in here. Got some flowers. And obviously, mom and the extended family aren't above giving you a lesson in table etiquette. And they will punish you if you do not abide by those rules. So the servers are basically your cousins, and they can be pretty tough. You can even get a true TV dinner experience and take a seat at a retro TV table and enjoy a black and white clip from popular primetime shows circa 1955. Now over here in the corner is the first family. The first family of the day who is welcome to the Primetime Cafe. They get a picture taken and they're put right here on the fridge, which is a kind of a cool first family of the day. July 17th, 1952. It's a black and white photo, and they've been properly framed on the fridge so everybody can see that they were the first family here at Primetime Cafe today. Now, Primetime Cafe is literally right next to the Tune-In Lounge, which is one of my favorite, quick lounges, bars to go to. Most of the drinks are not pre-mixed, which is amazing. A lot of the bars you're going to find at Hollywood Studios, a lot of the drinks are pre-mixed, but here at Tune-In Lounge, it's a full bar. You can just grab a quick drink to go, or you can get a seat at the bar, or you can go to one of these like fun, seats. Where you can feel like you've been you traveled back in time, like the old wallpaper, those encyclopedias with their knickknacks on the wall. It definitely is a blast from the past for anybody who lived through this time. The wood paneling, look at all that. All right, I've been walking around for too long. I've got to get back to my seat because I'm pretty sure my cousin is going to be irritated with me. I'm already the problem child, so here we go.
Alrighty friends, so here we are. These are our appetizers today. First we have the herb and garlic cheese, fried herb and garlic cheese. Then down here we have the beer battered onion rings that come with horseradish and ketchup. Over here we have the roasted tomato soup. Up here is the Cousin Amy's iceberg lettuce wedge salad. And then down here is the jalapeno deviled eggs.
Did you say fried cheese?
Yeah.
I'm about to lose my mind.
Also, we do have lovely reporters here to help us today, so we aren't going to be eating all of it, but we do get to taste a little bit of everything, and we'll let you guys know what we think. I'm starving. I'm so excited. Hey. She's right there. Aunt Kim is going to kill us.
Hello, this is Primetime. I just want to let you know that Mr. Primetime is not going to be texting you. He keeps telling me, but my 2-month-old. And I'm like, but she doesn't have fingers to text yet.
She said, please mind your P's and Q's.
There you go.
That would be helpful if it gets elbows off the table right
away. Okay, sorry. Yes, I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, for our first appetizer, I'm going onion rings.
Solid.
Cheers.
Solid choice.
It's nice and crispy, but the inside's really soft.
That's a great review of food. I don't know if I like it but I'm just really hungry.
Like, it's really good, but maybe I'm really hungry. So I think a second opinion is valid.
Okay, that's fair.
You know?
That's fair.
So, it's a normal onion ring.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fried really well. The horseradish. I'm a much bigger fan of the horseradish than I am of the ketchup because it just adds like a different level of kick. But 1,000%, it's a great way to start off your meal. I was just given my very last warning.
One more warning, and he has a punishment.
Here's what I'll say so far. Again, we haven't been here long, but it is very much about connecting with the people around you, putting your stuff away, and they will enforce it. So if you're looking for hey, let's sit down, let's put our devices away, let's talk, be a family, I mean, I guess I would recommend it, but know that you will be punished if you don't.
All right, next up I'm going to try Cousin Amy's iceberg lettuce wedge, and I got the biggest bite humanly possible. So, cheers. All right, this is more realistic. I will say, I actually really like this. The dressing on top is really nice and fresh. All of the lettuce and the onions are really nice and crunchy, very fresh. However, if you're going to go for a Cobb salad anywhere in Hollywood Studios, I think it would be a crime to recommend this one over the Cobb salad at Hollywood Brown Derby. It's very good though, but I don't think there's really a comparison there. If you want a nice light salad, this is a great one. If you want a great salad, go to Brown Derby.
So I'm going to try the roasted tomato soup, which is a savory blend of plum tomatoes, onions, herbs, and garnished with focaccia croutons. And honestly, focaccia croutons, that sounds like everything. All right, let's give this a try. I'm gonna get a focaccia crouton too, because because it's roasted. Like again, when you think of tomato soup, you think, oh, it's gonna be like a liquidy. No, it's thicker. It's seasoned really well. There's a lot of fun flavors in it. The focaccia bread adds a completely different texture element. I really enjoy this a lot.
Yeah, this is really nice tomato soup. I love a tomato soup in Disney World, oddly enough, even though it's 102 pretty much all the time.
Hello.
But this is really nice. It has a really nice depth of flavor. Like Sage said, it's not really thin. And I think you can tell it was made in-house and not necessarily mass-produced.
1,000%.
All right, for our next appetizer, we're trying the fried herb and garlic cheese served with raspberry sauce, grapes, and apples. And our cousin Kim, our Aunt Kim, said that she really likes this one. It's her favorite. So I'm excited.
The reason she said it's her favorite is because depending on what kind of pairings you do with the cheese, it has different flavors and different levels and different flavor profiles. So you can kind of experiment here.
Yeah, a la ratatouille, if you will. All right. Cheese.
We also have not ordered our food, right? Emma told us that you wanted
Sage.
Is it so good?
This might be changing my life.
Wait, did you dip it?
No, so did
Of course I dipped it.
What did you dip it in?
I did the raspberry sauce on the crostini. This is so crispy and flavorful on the outside, but the cheese itself is so melty. With the raspberry, that adds a really fun sweetness to the herbs and the crispiness. This is really nice.
So, oh my gosh, that's like next level. It's buttery. I'm a big texture person. I keep talking about textures today. I'm a big texture person. The soft cheese versus the crostini is so good, and because of the raspberry, it's. I don't want to say
like
this.
an
That's gross.
explosion.
No, I didn't want to say that.
No, it's like
I didn't want to say an
when you're
explosion
watching
in your mouth.
Ratatouille and he has the cheese and the strawberry and he has this like epiphany realization. That's how I feel. I think that's the best appetizer.
Yes,
Hands down.
Thank you.
You tried to write on the table, it won't work.
Hey everybody. So the reporters did get in trouble, as well as us. We're all in this together.
Yep.
But so she brought us some paper, so that way we can write down our taste notes
Instead of
rather than using our phone.
the deviled eggs are jalapeno deviled eggs. The deviled eggs, I have not had a bad other than the Cobb salad. That obviously get your Cobb salad at the
Still
Brown
good.
Derby.
It's just not as good.
Right, but and the onion rings were onion rings, but the tomato soup, the fried cheese, and the special of the day deviled eggs or jalapeno today, everything is so good. The jalapeno deviled eggs were so successful. They've been actually on the menu for a very long time now. I don't know when they're going to start rotating the deviled eggs again, but for now, you're probably just going to find the jalapeno deviled eggs. I love the crispy breadcrumbs on top of the deviled eggs. The jalapeno isn't too spicy, just adds like an extra kick.
I didn't even really taste it. I thought it was a nice subtle taste, but there was no, like if you're worried about the heat or anything that, not a problem.
It was very light. All right, so we got 2 milkshakes for just not really dessert. We're going to have them with our entrees.
As you should.
As we should. This is the classic chocolate milkshake, and this is the peanut butter and jelly milkshake.
You could say it's a little famous around here.
It's pretty famous around here, but they don't come in your typical milkshake glasses. They actually come in those like old school where you would see from like a malt machine glasses, which is very cool. It's very cold, so you can tell like it's happening. It's real. This is all real. Oh, cheers.
Alrighty, friends. So our sweet, lovely reporter friends are letting us take a sip of their milkshakes. We got extra straws so we can try some.
Yes.
So I'm going to try the peanut butter and jelly.
I'm going to try the chocolate, the classic chocolate.
Yeah, cheers.
It's very thick. It's so thick.
It's so good.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Well, mine was delicious. It was heavily, on the peanut butter flavor. I don't get as much jelly, although there is that slight sweetness under there.
Still not there.
I was going to say, and if Sage ever gets to his, I bet his is good too.
Still not there.
This is delicious. If you like a peanut butter flavor or like a peanut butter milkshake, absolutely try this one out.
Got it.
Oh, and?
It's actually really good. It's super rich. I like someone who is more of a complex flavored person. It is chocolate, but it is very good. It's definitely a thicker milkshake, so that's why they have these spoons here. So definitely use that spoon. It's there for a reason.
Very nice, very tasty, very shareable. If your kiddos are wanting something sweet, get one of them and maybe split it amongst the family.
1,000%. They will bring extra cups for sure.
All right, here it is, our full spread. So we got 6 different entrees. Right over here is the Caesar salad with chicken. It's romaine tossed with Caesar dressing, grated Parmesan cheese, and garlic croutons. This is Grandpa Jean's chicken pot pie. It's a traditional pastry crust filled with chicken, potatoes, carrots, celery, onions, corns, and peas, which I'm very excited about. This up here is the sustainable salmon, and then it has various sides. So right now it has potatoes and green beans here on the side. Up here is Cousin Harold's vegetable garden. It's a seasonal alternative. It's plant-based, and it has all of the fixins. This is this sampling of Mom's favorites: golden fried chicken, fork tender pot roast, traditional meatloaf, and all the fixins on the side. And then down here we have the 50's Primetime Cafe Blue Plate Special. It's a seasonal alternative, and right now it is shrimp and grits with andouille sausage. All right, for my cocktails today, I got the Magical Star cocktail. It has X-Fusion, organic mango and passion fruit liquor, Parrot Bay coconut rum, pineapple juice, and a souvenir multicolored glow cube. And I have too many of these at my house already. All right, cheers, friends. It's quite nice. I think obviously it's fruity. It has the coconut, it has the passion fruit and orange juice. It's so nice. It's not super light, to be honest. It's very sugary. It's pretty heavy in the sugar aspect. You know, one of those you can kind of feel it on your teeth. But it's nice. It's very tasty. I would get it again. I think it is refreshing. I probably wouldn't have more than one just because a lot of sugar. But it's a nice, safe, sweet option for somebody who likes a sweet drink.
So this is the Aftershock, which they said it's not on the menu, but I'm pretty sure this is a standard drink that you could really order anywhere. All it is Fireball whiskey with Angry Orchard hard cider that you kind of pour into it. So you definitely get a lot of cinnamon from the Fireball. Fireball whiskey is cinnamon whiskey, basically. But it is definitely lighter. It's definitely because it's a hard cider. It's super light. You don't feel like, you're not getting the horchata with the Fireball whiskey, which is another option here. But again, even they say it's not on the menu, it's definitely a drink you can get anywhere.
All right, for the third drink we are trying today, it is going to be the chocolate martini. It has Mozart chocolate liqueur, Stonoli vanilla vodka, white cream liqueur, and a Frangelico liquor. All right, so I actually am not going to be trying this one. This is our lovely reporter who is telling me what she thinks of it today. And it's really, according to her, it's really nice and creamy and chocolatey. It is a little bit heavy on the, liqueur flavors. There's quite a few in here. But it's nice, and it's a nice dessert drink. Wouldn't necessarily recommend it over a different chocolate martini or maybe even an espresso martini over at Brown Derby Lounge, but still very nice.
My big thing is that if you're going to get chocolate martinis or even the Fireball cocktail, which is Fireball cinnamon whiskey and rumchata cream liqueur, it's really heavy, and to do that with an entree during dinner is not something I would typically recommend. That's something that I would get if you're going to get a fun dessert martini after the entree is over. Your kid's getting ice cream and you get your chocolate martini. That's what I recommend. All right, this is the 50's Primetime Cafe Blue Plate Special, which is basically shrimp and grits and andouille sausage. It's really a seasonal alternative with all the fixings, and it's at market price, which we'll find out what the market price is, I guess, when we get the check.
Yeah.
Because it literally says $0 and it's not free.
Does that mean it's free?
Sure does. Got the shrimp, some grits. With shrimp and grits, especially the color of shrimp and grits, I'm expecting it to be, for there to be any kind of like a kick to it. There's a peppery spice to it, but there's no like actual spicy kick to it. But the grits aren't mushy. It's a pretty solid grits, I guess, dish, if you will. The shrimp is seasoned well. Everything is. I would say this is a pretty solid shrimp and grits.
Alrighty, I'm trying Cousin Harold's Vegetable Garden, the plant-based option here.
This just in, the andouille sausage is so much better than the shrimp. The andouille sausage and grits are so good. It is spicy. There is a spice, there's a kick to it. But I will always do the sausage and grits than the shrimp and grits.
Interesting.
Yeah, really interesting.
Okay, this is so kind of funny to me because I thought this would be my least favorite dish here, Uncle Harold's. This is so nice and light, and the vegetables are cooked almost like a stew with the rigatoni mixed in. I will say the chicken is very clearly faux chicken. It's not real. It's plant-based. But I like the textures of it. I think the onions and the zucchini and everything are just firm enough to add a nice crunch, but not to be too hard. The rest of it is really just delectable in my opinion.
All right, this is Grandpa Jean's chicken pot pie, which is a traditional pastry crust filled with chicken, potatoes, carrots, celery, onions, corn, and peas. See, the crust is very flaky. Now, I'll be fair. It has been sitting here for just a tad because we've been taking lots of pictures and doing the thing. But even if it were warmer, this is, in my opinion,
I don't like it that much.
I don't like it either.
I am very picky about chicken pot pie.
It's under-seasoned. It's very bland, and the pastry is flaky, but it's just like it's not doing it.
Yeah, it just needs a little extra oomph, a little extra something. I just think that
Douse it in hot sauce or something, but there's no.
Add a little cream of chicken, to the broth.
Salt and pepper. Let's go that far.
I just think that there's not a ton of flavor here. It's a good hefty meal. It's heavy.
It's thick.
It'll fill you up. It's thick. But I think that I don't know necessarily in Disney World about great chicken pot pies, but I don't think it's a great chicken pot pie across the board.
Agreed.
All right, I'm coming in next with the sustainable salmon. The salmon itself is very nice. It's super flaky. It's really well grilled, so it has nice textural elements to the top. There's a Dijon mustard hollandaise that belongs at the bottom of it. That is not my favorite. I don't love mustard, though. I think it's really nice. It's a nice, subtle addition to the salmon, and it adds a nice creaminess, but overall, it's just not my favorite. I just don't love mustard, but I think if you like a creamy honey Dijon, it'd be nice. Let's try a green bean. Since only one of us will. They're cooked very well. They're nice and crunchy without being too hard. And then let's try out the potato. It's a normal fingerling potato, very soft. A slight toughness on the edge, which I like, a nice little crispiness to how it's been baked. It's a normal potato. Green beans are fairly normal. I think this is a great, healthier option, but not the most flavorful or most outstanding option.
And this is their Caesar salad, which, according to Cousin Kim, is the worst thing on the menu. I appreciate your honesty, but I will be the one to make my own opinions. Okay, Kim, let's get into Caesar salad.
She does.
I love Caesar salad. I actually don't think it's that bad. They're focaccia croutons as well, which I love a crouton that's hard and then goes soft. Like those Ruby Tuesday croutons, y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of Parmesan cheese on there, which can't go wrong. It's not the worst thing on the menu. Between you and me, I'd get the Caesar salad over the chicken pot pie, because at least you know what you're getting.
Okay, and I'm the lucky duck that gets to try the sampler.
Yeah.
Do you want to try some too? I feel
I
bad.
might have a bite, but ladies first.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to try the fried chicken first.
I'm nervous. The fried chicken makes me nervous. It
It
looks
doesn't
fun.
make me nervous because I actually really liked it.
Okay, good.
The chicken is actually really nice and moist, and then the crust, even though we've had it for a while, the breading is still really, really crispy. It's seasoned pretty well. I don't think it's like the best fried chicken in the world. I keep saying that about 50's Primetime. I really like this. But I think if you're in Disney World and you really want fried chicken, Chef Art Smith's Homecoming is just right down the road at Disney Springs. Next is the meatloaf. It's actually not that bad. I'm kind of sometimes funny about meatloaf. I think it has a nice texture. It's semi-moist, but it's actually pretty nice. It's not dry, which was my main concern. And then the brown sugar and ketchup glaze on top is really, really nice. I think it's a good, safe option. Do you want to try the pot roast? I feel bad that I'm eating all of this.
I will try the pot roast.
Okay. The potatoes?
They're amazing.
They're so creamy and delicious and garlicky and buttery.
Hello.
Yeah, with the salt. And the gravy on top just adds a nice, like, heavier element. That's definitely the best side I've had.
Really?
Is the gravy.
Yeah, the pot roast is great too. I really think that this like sampler is always, in my opinion, is always the way to go.
Okay, everybody else in the area, please put your hand in the arm in the air with 2 fingers. At the count of 3, we're gonna go shame, shame, shame. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Shame, shame, shame.
So now that Sage has successfully been punished.
Have successfully been shamed.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'm a big taste around the world person, taste around the menu person. I always think getting a sampler is the best option. So I always think this is a safe bet if you're visiting for a first time.
Yeah.
We got our official member Clean Plate Club for being pseudo solid eaters.
Yeah.
Little stickers.
So we went all out for appetizers and entrees, so of course we had to go all out for dessert too. So we got a handful of things. This is the traditional warm apple crisp a la mode. We actually didn't get it a la mode because we already had milkshakes, so just warm apple crisp.
And I'm lactose intolerant.
That's incredibly true too. This is the pineapple upside down cake. It's a yellow cake soaked in pineapple juices topped with caramelized pineapples and maraschino cherries, garnished with whipped cream and a caramel sauce as well. This one is the lemon meringue pie. It's a lemon curd and a flaky pie shell topped with toasted meringue and a garnish with a raspberry sauce. Finally, this is Dad's favorite chocolate peanut butter layered cake. You can also get all of these things a la mode, but we already had ice cream, so I don't think that we needed that today. Pineapple upside down cake. So collectively as a table, we agree it's a nice moist cake, it's good and sweet, but the pineapple itself where it's been soaked almost reminds us of a rum cake. If you like that, this is a great option. I think it's really nice. I wouldn't get it again. I would definitely get the Dad's chocolate peanut butter cake again if I got anything, but it's a nice fruity, sweet dessert. All right, apple crumble. I'm mainly having the crumble because our student reporters told me what it tastes like because I don't like apples. I had a really tiny bit of apple. It's very mushy, not in a negative way, but it's not super flavorful. I think the main flavor here is the cinnamon and the crunch on top of the crumble. The crumble adds a really great crunchy texture to the apples. I think it's normal though. I don't think it's a standout. If this was a la mode, I think it would be very nice, but it is a good comfort dessert. All right, next up is lemon meringue. For the lemon tart, I actually really liked it. Lemon pie was my favorite as a kid, so I'm a little bit partial to this. I think it was very tart and light. I do wish there was a little bit more of that raspberry sauce underneath it just to add a nice balance, a nice sweetness, but I think this one's a really safe choice if you really like acidic desserts or even the lemon flavor. All right, I am blessed, and I'm gonna get to try all the desserts today. So first I'm gonna try peanut butter chocolate pie. Cheers. Okay, chocolate cake-wise, this was incredible. It's so moist. It almost like melts in your mouth. It's so very rich, though, in my opinion. It's very heavy dark chocolate and lots of nice peanut butter. I think it's a great, great, great option for chocolate lovers, but if you know that you don't love a ton of chocolate or if you don't consider yourself to be in that category, I probably would skip over this one. I'm a fan. I will say the cake is almost fudgy, and if you don't love that chocolate peanut butter combo, this is not going to be the one for you. It's heavier on the chocolate, but the peanut butter is still there in a subtle way.
Okay. It's what started off as my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Still a little bit my worst nightmare, but also it was more fun than I anticipated because of Cousin Kim. Yeah. She was shout out to Cousin Kim. She was an amazing cast member. Gave us the fun punishments without it making me feel guilty. I actively felt fear anytime any waitress would walk by, or any cousin would walk by. We would both move our elbows from the table really quick or put our phones away. What did you think about the food?
I thought the food was all right. There were some standouts. I thought the shrimp and grits were really nice, and strangely enough, the plant-based option I really, really loved. But I don't think it's necessarily the best food options in Hollywood studios. I think there are better food options, but I think the experience is tons of fun. Yeah,
I think that's kind of like a blanket statement for Hollywood studios. Most Hollywood studios food, Primetime Cafe, Sci-Fi Dine-It, all those, the environment, from a thematic point of view is really, really cool. But the food is, standard food that is on the safer side of things. Shrimp and grits, you can get anywhere for a brunch, lunch. pot roast, you know, those kind of things.
I will say I also really loved the experience of like us and the reporters all getting to chat and hang out and have a nice time.
That was so fun.
Because they made us put our phones away. They made us have this experience. They put us in funny situations where we all laughed and giggled together. So I feel like if you're here with your family, it's a great experience and a great shared experience for you all to laugh and have a good time together and kind of be forced to talk with each other, which is sometimes you need.
So this is definitely for families, and they do have some options for picky eaters, but know that you will be made the butt of the joke from time to time, and that's okay. As long as you have fun, they'll have fun. Price-wise, for me, it's kind of in the middle of the road. It wasn't super expensive. It wasn't your fine dining. It's not like you're going to the Brown Derby, but also you're kind of getting what you pay for. It is very middle of the road.
I think it was really fun. I think it's a really great Hollywood Studios experience. I honestly think if you're not going to Brown Derby, which can be a really pricey option, that this is a great one.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go check out our full review of Skipper Canteen up on the channel now. We'll see you there.